Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome. So, as always, every Monday we get together to mainly delve deeper into this spiritual journey. As you know, spirituality is not a black and white journey. And as we go deeper, we hear uh, we have our own plans and God has his own plan. And when we align our train of thinking with what is God's plan, then everything rolls smoothly. So sometimes when especially when Baba says things like, so do you know that you are the deities, you are the ancient, you are the support for the whole world, and whatever you do, whole world looks up to you, and then do that. And then we say that like, am I really that powerful? And once in a while, we even question our own self that like, am I really that powerful? And so, what actually is the God's plan? Why are things happening the way they happen in our spiritual journey? So, without any further ado, we will explore this realm of discovering what is God's plan and then try to align and then try to flow with uh, God's plan, right? So today we have with us Brother Sean. He has been in this journey for a couple of decades already, and he is kind of right hand in Chennai, from what I hear from all my friends, BK friends, that he supports and sustains a lot of Kumars there, and also he does a lot of IT service, and currently he's taking uh, looking after the services in the retreat center, if I'm not uh, uh, mixing things. So he was also a big part of IT core team, wherein so we put up a lot of uh, CXO summits where all the leaders and executives from all the IT companies come together and then explore the spirituality and how spirituality is very much relevant to handle the things in the IT realm, and especially with the stress and all other stuff. And not only that, but even to bring innovation in the technologies that we are already doing. Like when you see Baba says, like, serve the scientists so that the whatever they do, they are the ones who are going to build the golden age. So Brother Sean was one of the core team member of serving all the IT wing to some extent. So without any further ado, I invite Brother Sean to share his thoughts and take us through this journey. Welcome, Brother Sean. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thanks for inviting me for this gathering. I'm much privileged. It's a great opportunity for me to share my thoughts and my experience along with you in a larger family of sure. Okay. So, let me introduce myself. I'm Shanmugavel. Currently, I'm Sundar brother uh, with attached with the Adayar Center of Chennai, India. So currently, I'm focusing on the development of the new retreat center that is being developed on the East Coast Road of Chennai, and also working in one of the IT companies here as a senior manager, taking care of teams that develop no code framework, So that's into technology, and also to the services of the IT wing to some extent. So these are all the activities I currently do. So I'm much blessed, I should say. I'm much blessed uh, to get this knowledge since 1996. So I was very fresh out of college then, and I just got a job in a nearby town which is 200 kilometers away from Chennai. I got a contact address which says adjacent to Brahma Kumaris Meditation Center. So I got down in the town and someone guided me, incidentally, who was a BK, who walked me through the center and showed me the exact house. And I was very much uh, happy, someone helping me hand in hand and showing me in an unknown town. And incidentally, I came across or come to know about Brahma Kumaris as they are my neighbor. So it is like that. My room is very adjacent to Baba's room. If I open my uh, window of my room, then I'll be able to see Baba's translate. So he's very visible. I was not that much uh, aware about Brahma Kumaris or Brahma Baba or anyone else that time, 1996. Even the institution name was not much familiar those days in the society and known to very closed team members or closed member of the Brahma Kumaris. Gradually, the services grew since then. So that way I got connected with God. So if I see what I am now and what I was then, there is so much of journey that God as Baba has helped me walk through since then. I would call it as God's plan. Not only for me, I see that in every senior, every BK, every one brothers and sisters who are there along with me and who I see, look up to. Baba has his own plan for everyone, everyone. His plan, in a larger sense, you all know that he is here to establish the new world, change this old world into a new world order, right? So, whatever the Kali Yuga uh, uh, activities that is happening around us, whatever the scenarios that we see now outside world is going to change and going to be in a um, divine deity society, correct? So this is extreme end, and that is also another extreme end. How he is going to do it, and that is his plan. No one completely knows what he has in his plan, how it started, how it is going on. Even to some extent, we can even see Brahma Baba himself may not be able to see the complete plan right from the beginning until the end, since he got the knowledge. When he got the revelation, he was not aware that he is going to be instrument for such a large spiritual organization. He's going to be founder for this institution. He may not be aware. He just got revelations. He just got the divine visions, and gradually things got opened up in front of him. So, as we call in the technical language, a project is a progressively elaborative stuff, correct? Project is progressively elaborative. So initially we may not know what exactly is the output. We will be shown with small things and just develop this, just do this, and we will be developing this on as time passes, as we progress down the schedule, then we will be able to see much more things on our plate, and we will be exploring many more things and then adding more features, adding more things to the product or application or any other thing, even for the construction project or anything. It starts with very small thing in a small way, which is very bit a bit paradox. Like, we may not be able to understand what exactly will be the outcome unless the architect knows what exactly will be the output, what he wants. But all the project members may not be able to see, or may not be able to completely understand what exactly is the output. So here, our architect of the new world, or the project manager of the new world, he knows what exactly is going to come. Even though he explains in every murli that this is what is going to be, you were there in this deity world, you were living like this, you were doing this. But we as an individual initially may not be able to accept or understand what exactly he is trying to mean. Many times it becomes like fantasy stories. Like sometimes down the line, like we used to hear from dadis that how Lakshmi Narayan's coronation happens, how Lakshmi Narayan marriage happens, and how the day-to-day activities of Satyuga will be like that. So all those things looks very fantasy world kind of things for us. But gradually, if you see, Baba is trying to put all those thoughts in our mind, try to invoke our original memories from our sanskar, just showing something and just explaining about something, and then he is trying to pull all our memories down the sanskar memory lane and up in the consciousness. That is where our challenge lies. So, as your God's plan, right from Baba entering into uh, Brahma Baba's body, of course, we should call it as Dada Legra's body, and until now, we could understand the way this organization has grown as an organization, and the way the consciousness of the people who are following uh, this divine knowledge have grown, and how this knowledge got evolved and where we are now. And just extrapolating this to the future, we will be able to see, envision what could be the future. Baba used to say in our Sakar Murli, like there will be a long queue right from Mount Abu until the Abu Road railway station, kind of, right? So that can happen. That there could be some time that may become Sakar practically. But when it will happen, we are not aware. Even sometimes, if you see our own centers where we are attached, we could see a small member of a small team or small group of people joining together to celebrate Shivratri that time, maybe 20, 30. But down the line in 20 years or 15 years, we could see 200, 300 people joining for the flag hoisting, right? And initially, Baba's Milan, some of you who might have met Baba in Gyan Sarovar or in Om Shanti Bhavan may be able to see what is happening now. We have 25,000, 30,000 people meeting Baba. But previously we were very small group of people, around 1,000, 2,000, right? So the growth is very exponential, and that is the plan. We may not understand what is happening now. So this the schedule, Baba has given us the overall schedule, 5,000 years in this Sangam Yuga. But even the exact number of years in Sangam Yuga is not very clear. Baba has told in some Murlis it is 100 years. So we are in 87. So few more years, 13 years more, we are going to see uh, Satyuga in this world. So if we get into the Murlis in this perspective, like what is God's plan? What exactly is this old world is going to get transformed to the new world? That is a wonderful perspective that comes in front of you. See the life histories of dadis, right? So how they came into Gyan. Recently, Gulza Dadi's memories. Like she came as a small kid who used to play in the washing area, who used to play with BKs, Brahma Baba, and others. And she has become head of the institution. She has become the chariot of Supreme Soul. So that's a transformation that is Baba is expecting, right? From each one of us, not only with Gulzar Dadi, not only with seniors, not only with the Brahma Baba. Every individual BK has their own plan, has their own key role. There is no doubt in it. There is no ambiguity in it. No one can feel um, low or not valued much. Kind of everyone has their own important role in this drama. So where is the exact question of identifying my role in this God's plan? So in the first place, when we have all the Murli memories of our Murli saying about the future, present, past, and understand the complete schedule of the drama. So Baba came into one person and he gave the revelation. He made his instrument. He gave faith to that person, and he made that person to fund his project, right? That is the seed funding. That he made him to give all his wealth towards establishing of this new world. So with that, he formed a small group of people, and then he gave revelation to those small kids. Why he has chosen kids? That is also in the plan, because they need to be there until 80 years, 85 years of the organization. So gradually, if you connect the links, connect the dots, you will be able to see his plan so far. Correct? The dots are very important. Each and every milestone of the organization is a dot connected. We should be able to see how the services in the overseas happened, how Senior Janki Dadi or Jayantiben or all have become instrument for such a great noble cause, such a wonderful thing. They may not even I remember in one of the experience sharing of Janki Dadi, she was saying, I was not even aware in my dreams that I will be utilized in such a way by God. She says that I was not even imagined myself playing this role. I was not even aware in my dreams. Such a great thing Baba makes, and he has his plan for every individual, no doubt. And this plan, as we see, as we envision in our mind, get that in our consciousness, then what role I'm going to play in this project, in this a long scheduled project of converting this old world order into the new world order. Is establishing a new world order. Everything is going to be changed. The way we see now is going to completely change. As he says in many Sakar Murlis, whatever that I see now is going to get destroyed. Whatever that I see through my eyes now is going to get changed, get transformed, get destroyed. And what I am going to see now, sorry, see, later in the Satyuga is going to be something very new, right? So this world old order is going to change as new world order, and this is in track. There is no change, and we are all just join the track. But many times this confusion happens in our mind, that where exactly I sit in this plan, right? What exactly is my role? This is the question that arises in many BKs, correct? Yeah, to share my experience down the line, in the initial years of getting knowledge in 97, 98, 99, I was in a town called as Kadalur. So I joined in a chemical factory which was doing some research in pesticide. I joined as a junior assistant as a chemist, doing some research in chemistry. And he he is my neighbor, Baba. He is my neighbor, and then he gradually pulled me into knowledge. I saw people playing same song every day, early morning, 7 o'clock, and for me early morning then 7 o'clock, and then yeah, in the late in the night 7:30 after me coming back from my office. So that gradually, and there is some light, red light glowing during the traffic control that is being played then. And I could see Baba, a yogi, who is sitting in lotus posture in the in the Baba's room, and he was very sweet, very his face was very serene, silent, very attractive. His face was expressing something new to me. It was vibrating something new towards me. Like it was very attractive, pulling attention, pulling. During that time, I was bit, I will say, nature oriented, or a person who talks with many things. So I used to talk with flower, sky, cloud, plants, trees, kind of. So that time when I see him across my window, I spoke this way. I don't know who you are. Definitely, I was not aware that his name is Brahma or Brahma Baba. No, I don't know who you are, but I could feel that you are a yogi, perfect yogi. So you call me, then I will come to you. That's what I spoke from my mind, from my consciousness. I created the thought. I don't know how it touched Baba. uh, the scenario in my office turned in such a way that I need to meet BK sister, who is a surrender sister in Chennai now, who is taking care of a center right now. She was also working in the same company. I incidentally met her, and she saw me near center, and she was asking me like, why can't you come to center? Then that moment I thought that this is the calling that perfect yogi is giving me. Let me go to the center. So I went in, and then I could hear all the 7 days course concepts: Atma, Paramatma, Drama, the time, Karma, and all those things. And the first day Murli was, I still remember the first day Murli, like Baba said, like, I have come here to take you back to home. I will take you in such a way that I keep you in my eyes, and then I take. So you are so safe, and then you are protected so safely, and you are with me. I am taking you back. That moment rang some bell inside me, said, this is the person, this is the institution, this is the call that I am getting for my life. So the search inside me got the answer. Yes, I got the answer. So let me come regularly to this. I was not aware about the complete dharna, or I was not aware about the complete maryadas that need to be followed, etc., etc. I just know that people here who stay there wear white dress, and many people come and go, and they also sometimes wear the white dress. And I was even not aware that Thursday it is a special book day kind of. I felt that okay, some days they give some prasad which is very tasty. So let me enjoy that. And that was the perspective. And the brothers there who gave me courses are now, many of them are surrendered, and they are in Mount Abu right now, in taking charge of some departments: video department, water department, solar department, kind of. So I was fortunate to be with them. I got such a wonderful drama that I got connected to Baba through those noble souls. So, so in the God's plan, me, a simple humble person who has not scored very high mark, who is not very intelligent person, who just got a job after his degree, working in a chemical industry, and then gradually it turned, as every during that time in 2000, many people got bite by this IT bug. So I also got the urge of getting into IT, learning Java, getting getting into the IT world. So I resigned my job, got all the money from the company, and then joined another IT training company. And then gradually my IT career started. And I came back to Chennai, and I got attached to Adyar Center, and I learned Java, Aramai, Koba, all those blah 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 stuffs, technical technologies, and I was not aware it is God's plan. Okay, and that is the time the whole world is moving towards um, digitalization. In the sense, we didn't call digitalization then we used to have that terminology, automated. So we need to automate something. So when we IT folks met in Madhuban for Baba Milan, many of them are still in connect. Many of them are the core members of the IT team. So we got the call from um, the seniors of institution that we need to have our own website. Some of you may remember bkwsu.org. Right, we initially had that, and gradually that we converted into brahmakumaris.com or brahmakumaris.org, kind of. So gradually all those transformation happened, and there was a need for it. So we all had a gathering, many stalwarts of IT from US, UK, all those senior brothers, Sachin Bhai, and many of them were there in this. We were all small young guys who are sitting there in the meeting, who felt privileged to be part of the meeting. And gradually we had the plan of unifying all the various websites that is hosted by many countries into one, kind of. Those things happened. And at the same time there was another call from the institution. There's a headquarters that the way they are doing uh, things like accommodation or accounting need to be automated. So I took the accommodation department, and I was creating required software for the accommodation department. So we started in VB 6.0 then, and we did all the programs. I formed a small team here in Chennai with around 5 to 6 people, and then in our free time we used to do coding for the accommodation stuff. And then we hosted this application in Madhuban. and we set up our own small server network, all those things right from the scratch. They so that was that time internet was not much prevalent. Like we used to get very feeble internet, so we need to go to Madhuban to install the software and see the how the printout comes and how the logic is implemented, how people are received in the counter, and all those process behind giving accommodation and getting all the room details, accommodation, bed details into the database and allocation module kind of. So all those things happened and it helped many, because that time people started coming in masses, like 25,000 people getting down in 2 to 3 days in accommodation office. They had a long queue before they get into the room. The rooms were ready, but giving allocation to the room was a bit tough task. And so our software helped, and gradually it got evolved. Now we have the online thing, you may be knowing. You can directly register yourself or apply for the accommodation, and then you can get the slip as you get down, with all QR code, with the latest stuff. Now we have the team there in Madhuban taking care of this. So the God's plan is that he chose a simple, humble chemist in a remote town to be instrument to create a software for his accommodation office. I was not aware. Correct. I was not aware. I was just knowing chemistry. I know pipette, burette, and the all the chemical engineering stuff, and the gas chromatography kind of technical stuff. I was not aware of the technology. But gradually, in his plan, it is revealed that someone need to be the key member for some task in his own plan, and he has to take care of it. Correct. So similarly, there are many things. Say the water department now had a huge have a huge tank and other stuff. Someone who worked as a foreman in water department in some small town has become key member of organizing all those department in headquarters now. Right now we have we are seeing this connect one software for submitting accounts in India. So we played my key role in forming the architecture for this, and then we groom developers to that, and then they were supporting the development part, and now it is a full-fledged, it is almost like a ERP. It has all the feature where what Yagya needs now. So kind of, so every need of the Yagya in future then was taken care by a person or by an individual, and whose skill and the capability is being groomed in the drama to meet that expectation. Correct. Say it is like in a company, if you have a project for a year, and then if you want some 20 people to be onboarded in 3 months down the line, then I need to start my recruitment cycle right now. Right. That recruitment cycle will go interview, training, all those things will happen, and the onboarding will happen by the exactly by the 3rd month. Right. And they will be in production in 4th month or 5th month kind of. Similarly here also in this drama, we may not know. I'll also share another experience. In the same center in the small town Kadalur, I saw one small kid. I should call her as a kid. She is just out of 9th standard, which is 13 or 14 years. Okay. And she, her family, her father and mother was a BK, and then they were all good, and they allowed her to stay in center in the small age. She used to come to Madhuban for this one. Now for kids program, there were that time there were some kids program in Madhuban every summer, May or March. People used to come there and then stay there for 10 days. They will be given knowledge, and then they go back to their hometown. So as she come back from the camp, summer camp of the kids from Madhuban, and she wanted to wear white dress. She was around 3 to 4 feet of height then, with all the white dress, and she looked like a miniature sister. I used to wonder what this sister is doing. She used to broom, clean the center, kind of. She was in a height of the broomstick, kind of. So, but gradually down the line, if you see, she was taking care of one district, services of one district in the Tamil Nadu. Salem district. She had built a big center, and many BKs become got the knowledge, and that services of that area is flourishing like anything. So small kids becoming playing that role of a larger role. This is groomed by Baba, no doubt. We may not even know what exactly lies in the future, but the key we need to understand the whole plan. We know what exactly is going to come, all those things we will be able to understand, but what is there in for me, how Baba is going to utilize me. It is not the new thing that I am sharing. Each one of you, I know you are all seniors, you, each one of you may also have such stories, kahanis, right? I was not aware then that I will become like this. I'll be doing this, but Baba groomed me, and everyone carries this story. Only thing is to align our story with the story of the yajna. The story of the yajna is this. It started in 1936 and it is going until now. And it will, if you extrapolate, then you will be able to see a end where we all get merged in the Satyuga. It will happen. But I started my journey here and I'm going now. And what will come in the next? We need to look into that. We need to have a clear vision towards it. So, can we take some time to get into ourselves and see how I started my journey? Baba used to say that bachpan ko din bulana dena. So do not forget the childhood days. Actually, I should thank brother for inviting me this. It touched a lot of my childhood memories. Okay, so let us say take some time, 10 15 minutes, 10 minutes or 5 minutes, and get into the uh, thoughts how I got my knowledge, who helped me, and what was me then, and what gradually has changed in me. Can we do that? Om Shanti. So that was our old, good, sweet childhood days in Gyan. Hmm? So generally, childhood days are very sweet, right? And we are all know, and even in some of Dharna classes, Prakash Mani Dadi used to say this. Our childhood days are very sweet and very relishing because we don't compare ourselves with anyone, correct? And we don't expect anything because whatever that we get is new. and we start relishing those new things. We don't expect anything big or anything that is not attainable. At the same time, we don't compare ourselves. He has got this, I have not got this kind of. So we just get um, fully embodied in what we have got in front of us, the knowledge, the yoga, the practice, and the seva that we have got. So that is a wonderful period where every one of us, no doubt, definitely all the 33 crore BKs who are going to come, who are here, will be relishing this period, no doubt. Such a sweet, wonderful period. But not the being a child does not meet all the expectation of the parents. During the childhood period, we are being nourished, we are given support, we are given palna, correct? For at every step. But as we grow, as we mature, we need to do two things. One, I need to meet the expectation of my father, mother, the parents, and I also need to groom my brothers and sisters who is around me. I need to support them. Correct. These two things happens in the Laukik family also. I need to meet the expectation of my father and mother, and also I need to support my brothers and sisters, particularly joint families of India. They have this expectation very clearly. So as we in this knowledge, as we grow up, so one is to understand what is the expectation of Baba towards me. That becomes a challenge. And how I need to support my brothers and sisters, the younger brothers and sisters who are coming now, and how to give them my support. So, the expectation of the father, or in our case, it is God's plan, and He is the architect or project manager. And what is the expectation of the manager? In Laukik world, they clearly say, "This is my expectation. One, two, three, four. Every day you need to do this. Every month you need to do this. Every quarter you need to do this. I am expecting this from you." The expectation were set clearly, so your performance index is very clearly matched against the expectation, correct? But here it is bit different. In this Yagya, Baba's expectations are pronounced in Murli, correct? Baba's expectations are pronounced in Murli. He clearly says what is expected from you children. In general, he used to say, he will not address Shanmugavel, he will not address Sukanya, he will not address anyone in particular, but he used to give general expectations. Then what is my expectation? What I pick is my expectation towards me, correct? It is again open. Baba says, just do this, do this, do this every day. And out of these, I chose only this as my expectation. And I practice this. And I go before Baba and say this, Baba, you asked me to do this, I have done this. We have progressed in BK life by doing that way, no doubt. We are all staying as a BK till now because we have chosen some expectation of Baba, and we have met those expectations, and we go before Baba and say, Baba, I have met this, I have done this, correct? That relishing moment, that accomplishment is rewarded by Baba, no doubt. But is it aligning with the clear expectation of Baba? That is another question. So there are generally, I would call it as two hurdles that comes. As a BK, I go to class, I do Amrit Vela, I practice all the Dharna, and I do service here and then. But what is there for me to catch up with God's plan? What Baba exactly expects from me? That is the question many BKs have there in mind. Or if someone is not very clearly understanding this question, they will have this question. Their dissatisfaction or gradual some slackness in their purushat comes out of this question. Do you get that? People generally, our graph of purushat goes ups and down in a year or in a period. We could see in some days we will be very enthusiastic, we will do all the things, good things, and then gradually sometimes our lull period comes. But here, when we understand this question, then we will be able to come out of these ups and downs. Generally, there are two things that comes in front of us before we are able to clearly see what Baba's expectation is. One is our own wish to become something, our own wish. God's expectation in something is something, Baba's expectation is something, but I expect something. So there is a difference. I expect from myself, or me playing a different role is my own expectation. If I am not aligned with that, then I will be missing getting fit in the God's role. Do you get that? To make it very bit more clear, let me explain it. Say, let me take someone's example. Okay, so I am a BK. I became Pakka BK. I go to Madhuban, I wear badge, do all the good things. But in my subtle mind, I have this expectation of doing something in Laukik world, performing something, achieving something in Laukik world. That is my personal uh, expectation. But Baba's expectation is to utilize all his skills in Yagya's activity, in utilize all his skills in the seva, in the project plan of completing, getting the Satyuga here, then we are not getting aligned with the overall organization goal. So we, in management classes, we used to say that, right? The individual goals get aligned to the organization goal. Here, Baba's goal or the organization goal is establishing Satyuga. My being part of this group, my aim, my goal need to be aligned with Baba's goal. If that is not getting aligned, if that goes in a different direction, then I'm not getting aligned. I have this conflict inside. Something speaks inside our mind. I don't want to do this, but I'm doing this. I don't want to do this, I'm doing this. Out of compulsion or out of something, we started doing it, and gradually I could see some of the BKs get parted away from BK life just because of this conflict. They wanted to do something, and Baba's expectation is different, and gradually conflict grows inside their mind, and they part away. If they see or foresee what exactly Baba expects from them as an individual in this whole organizational goal, and get our individual goal aligned with that, then that is where the surrendered intellect or faith towards Baba comes in. If we have faith towards Baba, if we have the surrendered intellect then our goal can clearly get aligned with the organizational goal, right? Sorry, I'm using much of the management terminologies, but I'm saying, so to understand it better in a logic way. So if my goal, whatever that I see as my goal, is aligned with the goal of organization, goal of Baba's task, establishing the new world, then definitely I am happy from inside. I'll be relishing every task that I take. If Baba's expectation is for me to work in some company and share the wealth that I get out of that work with Yagya, and do good things for my own family and the Laukik family, Alaukik family, that is expected from, uh, that is the expectation set by Baba towards me. If I met that, then I am happy. But if I expect, I want to be part of this, I want to be here, I want to do this, my goal is not aligned with the expectation of Baba. That is where we need to clearly see. Okay, another question. So how I come to know that Baba is exactly expecting this from me? That is another big question. We need to see what comes in front of me. That is my experience. I'm not here to give some very deep dharna classes here, sorry, but my experience is to see what that comes in front of me is the expectation from Baba, because that is there in the drama. Let me accept that and then go into it, enjoy every day, and be happy, contented. That's the key. That's what I sometimes feel. If I get something very unexpected, if it is there in drama, and if I get confused, and if I am not accepting, that's which is very important thing, accepting what is there in front of me as it is, then there is a conflict inside my mind which makes me not happy, not contented with what I am doing. Many of us, no, I will call it as all of us have faced this during Corona period, lockdown. Correct? It was a challenge in front of us. It was a new scenario in front of us. Correct? But if we are not accepting what is there revealed in drama and do progress in the same direction with our own effort, then we are not happy. We felt that what is this happening in this world? Why this is happening? Baba has not told this. Didis are now have not told this. Why it is happening so? I should not go to center. How come this can happen? All those questions comes in our mind as we do not have acceptance in our mind, right? So as we have this acceptance, then we will be able to progress or get aligned with the expectation of Baba. So there are two challenges. One, aligning my goal with Baba's goal. Two, acceptance of unexpected. If we get the lessons very clearly, if we have this practice of doing, getting aligned and accepting, then I think every one of us will be able to enjoy every day of Brahmin life. It's a celebration. It happens once in Kalpa. It's a celebration actually. So everyone will be able to relish these days. We are going to remember these Purusharthi days for years together. Correct? Even in our Brahmin life right now, if someone is going to um, think about the first Baba Milan that we had in Madhuban. We still relish that, right? That day, I was like this. I got Baba's drishti. I got toli from his hand. I was very close to him, right? And he said this point in the Murli. We still remember those points. He gave this Vardhan during that Murli. So those moments are relished. Why? Because I was enjoying my Brahmin life. Because I am in alignment with drama and Baba. In simple words, it is like I am in alignment with the Baba and I am in alignment with the drama. So my days are very celebrative, very enjoying, relishable. Similarly, our days of Brahmin life can become this if only we can have two things. One, acceptance. Two, getting aligned. Can we take few moments and check ourselves? Is my wish or the self goal that I set for myself every year or every time when I meet Baba, I used to, it is my personal experience, I used to set some goal for myself in front of Bab Dada. I want to set some agenda before I meet Baba. I used to have this practice. So after Surat Bai's class in Diamond Hall, I used to take a small note or take my mobile phone and then type three, 4 points. This is what I want to do as a short term goal in a year. Before I come to you next year, I want to do this. So it's my personal goal, correct? So something like that, every individual, we will have some personal goal. So if we can have that in my mind, in our mind, and see if that is getting aligned with the expectation of Baba, let us check that. And the two, am I having acceptance for the unexpected scenarios that unfold in front of me? Can we do that? Let us take a few more moments, maybe 5 minutes. We'll just contemplate and come back. Yeah, extrapolating this to the future, getting aligned, enjoying the BK life, enjoying the everyday, still being part of the larger family, staying inside Baba's Chhatrachaya, the umbrella of protection, and getting the palana from Baba and giving the palana of Baba to others are the key things. There are many more unexpected things that is going to unfold in front of us. Many more. There are many new scenes that we are going to see. No doubt, Baba has told us in many of his Sakar Murlis, in many of his Avyakta Murlis. Even if we logically see, you might have heard about this story. There is one box wherein you put one ant. In a second, that ant will become two. In next second, that ant will become four. In next second, that ant will become eight. In next second, that ant will become 16. Correct? Exponential. The question is when it will become half filled. If you have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, and then when it will become half filled, sorry, when it will become half filled. The answer is just 1 second before it becomes full, it is half filled. Correct? And just 1 second before that, it will be quarter filled. Correct? So the transformation that is going to happen in the final period, the meaning why I refer to that story is like the transformation that is going to happen in the end is going to be fast. For the past 87 years since Baba came here, the transformation we have seen right from 1936 until now, right from Baba says that projector and record player, Murli sent through record player, cyclostyle, email, podcast, and then live transmission, YouTube. We have seen the transformation, how Baba sustain us. But the transformation that we are going to see in the last leg of the drama is going to be exponential. Do you see that? So now we used to say that we have around 10 lakh families following this. Maybe 2 crore, 3 crore people know about Baba through our various fairs and then the camps, exhibitions that we run, campaigns that we run. But we need to achieve the target of 33 crores. When they are going to come? How much time it will take? No, it will not take more time, because just before 1 second of becoming filled, it will be half filled. Correct? So something like that. So the transformation that is going to happen in the next few years is very exponential. We need to prepare ourselves inside well for it. Like what we saw in March 2020, suddenly one day, all the governments announced you should not come out of your house. Correct? In the whole, the way we work, the way we live got transformed. Similarly, there may be many situations we don't know exactly what will happen. We not even thought that a virus will stop the whole world. Did we? No. But similarly, many things can happen. Many unknown things can come up in front of us. But only thing that we need to have within us is getting aligned, accepting what that comes in front of us, and continue to do the effort, continue to meet the expectation of the project manager, the architect, and become to get the reward that is being given. And he assures you will be rewarded accordingly. Right? You will be rewarded accordingly. You, as you do things, you will be rewarded. And it is the assurance given by God. It is not the assurance given by any human being. Sometimes human being say something big and then give small. We are not happy with what we have given as an appraisal. Right? But here it is the commitment given by God. So just get in alignment with the scenes that is going to unfold in front of us for the future. For the future. And accepting what it is as it comes. Accepting. These two key things are very important for the future. That's what I personally feel. If we have this, we will be able to survive. Not only survive, we will be able to support others. We will be able to meet exactly what Baba expects from me. Right? So in the past, I was a kid in front of Baba. In the present, I am grown up and I am supporting some of the people around me, and I am supporting what is the expectation Baba sets for me for now. And in the future, it is going to grow exponentially. Our centers may not be sufficient to hold people. Our time may not be sufficient to run classes. Our time may not be able to sufficient to run individual classes. Correct? We are seeing that we are becoming, bks are becoming busy day by day, no doubt. We don't have any relaxed period. We are not able to set any picnic time, not at all. People are busy. So this is going to grow. This is the future. This will be the new order. We need to equip ourselves to face that, to be part of that future, to be into the future, to go along with Baba, to return back, to support many others who also need to return back. Our brothers and sisters who don't know knowledge, who are more confused, worried, feeling so distressed. They are there outside world. There are many. Day by day, the problem in the outside world, I need not say. If you just open a news page and then see, you could see so much of sorrow outside world. We are all protected, no doubt in it. Baba has protected us in such a way that we don't really feel those things. We are all blessed. That blessing, that support, we need to get from Baba continuously until we reach our goal, until we attain the, or the day 100% we complete our project goals. Correct. So that is what I wanted to share this evening with you.
Thank you very much, Sean. It is really beautiful. I really like the analogy that you have used around how things accelerate as we come closer, even though
Yeah,
the numbers are less, but it's just doubling every second. So, yeah, so the collective effort will invoke a lot more souls, and that 33 crore souls who has to come to full force. It is not too far. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Thank you. So, any particular, if anyone have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and share. And I just want to check. So, is there any particular experience that you had in Madhuban that you always go back to when things come? Like challenges always come.
Yeah. Yeah, there are many. Yeah, of course, there are many. Recently, I faced this. As I said, that many unforeseen things will come, and Baba's expectation towards you is different, and your goal is something different. Maybe if you have some time, I can share it with you. Um, Last year, okay, last year, I was about to switch one company to another company. Okay, I was working with one company for more than 7 years, and then I felt like I'm more stagnant, and I want to see some new challenges, kind of. So I applied for some companies, and through one of my contacts, I got into a new startup company. I interacted with them and then I started supporting them uh, gradually. And then at one point of time, I resigned, and then I wanted to join to the new company. So just few days before I am getting relieved from the previous company, I get a call from the new startup company that no, you are not wanted. Okay, so they asked me not to join. Okay, and it was very, uh, I would say it was shocking for a moment. I was in a position I will not be able to join to the previous company, the original company also, and I will not have any new company to join also. I don't know what to do. Okay, it was there for 1 or 2 days, and I was talking to Baba, and then I accepted it. Okay, let me. I didn't revolt against anything, and then I accepted it, and then said to Baba, Baba, okay, this is the situation. Let me think about what I can do right now. So at the same time, in center, some new things were coming up. So during that time, during that 1 year, before I joined, so that is like some Mata gave a big land, vast land of 5 acres to Baba, and then our senior sister was planning to construct a retreat center there. So I was helping them in all the other activities part time, kind of in the morning, evening, doing designing or doing all the governmental approval works, going to offices, by side. When I do work, that to work from home, so I was doing all the service activities side by side. But it was the same moment that we need to start the construction, and I am free. So I could clearly see that the expectation of Baba is something different, and the expectation of myself is something different. I wanted to join some company and then do something XYZ. And then Baba's expectation, no, this is not your job. This, you have a different role. Kind of. I accepted it. And for the past 1 year, I've been working on those stuff. And I just before starting that, I met Baba. And then Baba's Murli was very clearly about this experience. He was very clearly mentioning, you want to carry tokri on your head. Okay, so you want to carry a basket on your head, or you want to fly like an angel, kind of. So many directions we get through Murli, many directions we get through um, uh, instrumental souls, many directions we get through drama. We just need to accept and then move ahead, enjoy it. Baba definitely has a very good future for you. You don't worry. My future has become like this. I have been thrown out of this company, or I have been thrown out of this relationship, or my situation is like that. This has done that. Who has done this? All those questions can be removed if we have this surrendered intellect. Acceptance is nothing but surrendered intellect, right? In other words, I am surrendered. I have I am getting directions from Baba, and then just get aligned with his direction. That's it. So this is wonderful experience that I've been enjoying for the past 1 year, and we started the construction activities in mid of June, and we completed in October. And Jayanti was there to inaugurate. We all had a very good time. I do stay there in the retreat center past 1 year. So this is what happening in my life as an
Beautiful.
experience that I can share. Huh?
So are you full time in the retreat center now?
Yeah, almost. Yeah,
Congratulations.
yes.
Congratulations. This
I'm
is
not taken any full-time job right now. I'm
mm,
supporting here and there. I'm doing consulting kind of to my friends and their companies. I do
mm,
them. So I'm not taking any full-time job as of now, since we have some more work to be completed. So that's
mm.
what is happening.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's a good experience actually. Construction is not easy thing. So you
Mm.
definitely learn how to use Baba, how to get
Yeah, yes. And also the experience that we carry is much useful in Yagya. We could
That's
practically see the same work done by someone else might have been different. We
mm,
doing is something different. We can see the practical difference. Others also could see the difference.
mm. Yeah. Hmm. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sean Bhai. Maybe we
Okay.
can take few minutes silence
Yeah.
and meditation and then wrap up.
Yeah.
Thank you.